In Psalm chapter 38 in the King James Version, a psalm of David to bring to remembrance. O Lord, rebuke me not in thy wrath, neither chasten me in thy hot displeasure. For thine arrows stick fast in me, and thy hand presseth me sore. There is no soundness in my flesh because of thine anger, neither is there any rest in my bones because of my sin. For mine iniquities are gone over mine head, and as an heavy burden, they are too heavy for me. My wounds stink and are corrupt because of my foolishness. I am troubled, I am bowed down greatly. I go mourning all the day long. For my loins are filled with a loathsome disease, and there is no soundness in my flesh. I am feeble and sore broken. I have roared by reason and of the disquietness of my heart. Lord, all my desires before thee, and my groaning is not hid from thee. My heart panteth, my strength faileth me. As for the light of mine eyes, it also is gone from me. My lovers and my friends stand aloof from my sore, and my kinsmen stand afar off. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me. And they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. But I, as a deaf man, heard not. And I was as a numb man that openeth not his mouth. Thus I was as a man that heareth not, and in whose mouth are no reproofs. For in thee, O Lord, do I hope. Thou wilt hear, O Lord my God, for I said, hear me, lest otherwise they should rejoice over me. When my foot slippeth, they magnify themselves against me. For I am ready to halt, and my sorrow is continually before me. For I will declare mine iniquity, I will be sorry for my sin. But mine enemies are lively, and they are strong, and they that hate me wrongfully are multiplied. They also that render evil for good are mine adversaries, because I follow the thing that good is. Forsake me not, O Lord, O my God, be not far from me. Make haste to help me, O Lord, my salvation. Amen. O Lord, my salvation. That is, just wonderful. But again, David's talking about things, even past to present. And this is interesting because even in conversations and things that we can understand even today, the hearsay, the things that I talk about, the prejudgments, the people who discuss at the water cooler about other people, about other things, and yet you're just trying to go through life. Sometimes we feel like there's not necessarily intentional, but sometimes, intentional. Sometimes it's a misunderstanding, or sometimes it's just people being people because what's going on with them at the time is not enough satisfaction or entertainment. So let's bring other people into the situation. Listen to this, verse 12. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceits all the day long. Remember, I talked about how sometimes we can get in our head predeterminations upon people, and then I gave a warning and I said, you never know how someone acts or is going to, or how they're going to react or what they're going to do in certain situations. You may even think you know someone, but you never know until a situation arises. And then I also said that we are not here to prejudge or determine who gets what role in life. We don't make those determinations. We don't make somebody, we can't force somebody and say, hey, you're going to be a teacher, you're going to be a lawyer, and you're going to be a firefighter. We can't do that. We can encourage people along the way, but we can't demand that they be something that in their walk with the Lord, in their life, has nothing to do with them. And so what happens is people get around the water cooler and start talking about people because they want to create these scripts. It's about control. It's about wanting to or thinking that you know something even though you have no clue. And predeterminations, you predetermine that someone acts a certain way, that they look a certain way, that they are a certain way without knowing. And so, like it says in verse 12, they also that seek after my life lay snares for me, and they that seek my hurt speak mischievous things and imagine deceit all the day long. Exactly. Even those words to other people, strangers or people that you may know, and they're speaking to them like, oh, so and so, I think they're like this, or they do this, or oh, you can't trust them. And there has been no actual relation in regards to working with that person or interaction or what have you. But because someone dislikes the way they look, sound, etc., or first impression was wrong now, or they feel that that person is a threat, now they're going to act upon those predeterminations and create a scenario that has nothing, and create hardship, not only for you, but they're actually creating it for themselves. So in verse 13, it says, and it's not to be of surprise. Listen to what David says to including into this point. But I, as a deaf man, heard not, and I was as a dumb man that openeth not his mouth. He didn't even know that these things were going on. David was not deaf or dumb, but this is telling us he was like that because he didn't even know that people close to him were having issues against him, that he may have felt that were close to him, or may have felt that were somebody of importance, had some of these prejudgments and determination. Now, Saul's son Jonathan absolutely did not, but sometimes his own children absolutely did. David's own children did. And so thinking about this and bringing past to present, understanding that there's nothing new under the sun, that David even talks about, hey, I lived through it. I understand what you are thinking. You are thinking that you went to work or you went to school or you went to wherever it is and somebody gave you that look, that just is like, what is that? And there may have been words or, I just want to let you know, so-and-so's been telling about you, and they have nothing to do with you or your life or your career or your expertise or your skill or your talent. It is well known and understood. Pray about it. Give it to the Lord, right? Give it to the Lord. He will grant you his peace and continue to move forward because, again, nobody knows you. Only the Lord does. And nobody can predetermine anything. Before we go on, though, what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind when we read over this? How does it make you feel? And what does it make you think?